继续黑暗侦探，这期是 Case 2，第二个事件，名字是 Tom Alone。Case summary. Dooley suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Dooley 就是那个警员，但警员不是我，我是叫 McQueen 是吧 ？McQueen。这是什么案件呢？这个案件呢，我看它中文翻译什么？因为中文翻译跟这个英文原版名字还不一样啊，叫图书馆魔咒是吧？离奇失踪案图书馆魔咒，其实还是这个中文的翻译更加直接，图书馆魔咒，那就明确告诉你是在图书馆的。Tom Alone，Tom 应该是木吧？每个案件 BGM 拿来不一样的啊，这就是个前奏是吧？哎。这哪像图书馆？这哪像图书馆？Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Case? No, I have some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we are here. Come on now, detective. You are hardly gonna arrest the weather. The things you will try to do justify this department. Let's get in this over with. Statue. These statues make me uncomfortable. They are not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was the library, it was where the mayor kept her lion collection. Alright, that clears that up so. 这雨声是有点响的啊，这个雨声有点厉害，估计是 SFX。看来 SFX 也不能调很小。好一点了。Scored card. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think, to get a car that doesn't leak in the rain? It keeps us fresh, sharp, even. 为什么 sharp 要大写啊 ？Sharp, even. It will be done in a jiffy, detective. 那肯定不会这么简单。Plague. This is the library. What a helpful plague. 这一样的是吧？来吧，一旦这样了就不能出来。Go inside. Silence. Fines for being late. How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. Librarian Doris. You are not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules, Patrick. Can't we come to some of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? Bribe? 还真露骨啊。Here's an arrangement for you. I will drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm and you know, the ghosts. Ghosts? 看来是闹鬼的是吧 ？Ghosts, what? 看来首先是要交流啊。Flickering lights. These brownouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. Shit. Elevator. 能去吗？暂时看来不能进去，可以去了，可以去。它这个箭头其实就是往前走的，没问题。Silence. 嘘。这不是大厅吗 ？Is this your to-read pile? Oh, I've read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. 不会了。What were you saying about the ghosts? The place is haunted, you know, the usual stuff. The usual. Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And you say a kid is to blame. He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me. I will look into it. Do, or else I will call a pair of oddball priests or a questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this. What books did Dooley borrow? He had Rules 2, Rave 2. Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens rarely experiment on us, and the law. What is it, and do we really need it? Hey, what happened to librarian reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I take it you gave up on the law book, not even pictures. What's that you are reading? Guy Light, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. He can only come out. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting. What? It sounds awful, detective. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. I thought you found owning books suspicious. It is. What kind of secret stuff are you reading that you can't get it from your local library? Maybe people just like having their own books. Maybe it's a germ issue. Germs? You really will believe in anything Hollywood tells you. From a certain angle, it looks like Dooley has crazy hair. 啊，这是 office 是吧？既然是图书馆的话，肯定有很多书的。啊，这来个地方，什么的 ？Calendar. I got this from for Doris. Last time I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. 这灯还一闪一闪。哎，什么东西啊？啊 ，Guy Light 是吧 ？Guy Light. 这好像这是海报是吧？第一章好像有什么东西啊？不是第一章，第一个这个案件也有这事情。那其实讲第一章也可以的。Code rack looks like some of these codes have been here for years. We should go through their pockets, you know, for evidence. Oh, button. Your code. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your learning rights are revoked due to books overdue. Photocopier. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt. Just mine. Now that I think of it. That's the price of working out, I guess. Even the lamp is flickering. Computer. The computer seems to be broken. It's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. Office suppliers. Never know when I will need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half. Oh, scissors. Shizakurus. I really enjoy the access to secret areas this job gets us. Staff only, not on our watch. 这没什么东西能剪的，这剪刀啥？这是不可能把它东西剪掉的。来。An old elevator, where the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. 傻缺设定，操 A button from an old coat. Great evidence, Dooley. Scissors, safe for cutting, not safe for running with. Running with. I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button. Never mind this one. Horror, 这肯定能去的吧 Horror. Broken button. The button for the 4th floor is missing. Tetraphobia. Tetraphobia? Fear of the number 4 is quite common for buildings in China to be missing the 4th floor. But the 4th floor is there, just the button is missing. Oh yeah, and we are not in China. You have all the answers, don't you? 这东西暂时还不能装什么？那这样呢 ？You can do better than that. 这是 reception 是吧？scientific fiction, fantasy children, 2nd floor. 哪有很多书啊？是要往那儿走。我靠，那这期能调查的东西还挺多的。Statue, don't blink. 啊，是那个梗，真的梗。什么名字来着？哭泣天使是吧？是不是？哭泣天使还是什么天使？还是什么天使？你不能眨眼，一眨眼的话，他就会往你走过来。其实也是童年心理阴影的这个一部之一。虽然我童年没看过。What odd leaves that plant has? That's just the dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. What did the rabbi and the priest talk about in the library? I don't know. Nothing. Libraries are a place of quiet, respect, and solitude, which they were both respecting. You need to work on your stand-up material. 来，是这样调查的是吧 ？Rocket. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, until I found out that they had to go into space. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminium is coming off. That could be useful. metal strip. Thin 啊，这两个能合起来是吧 ？This should make the button conductive 啊，这样就导体了是吧？原来如此，聪明。Swords and shields. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of Darkside Detective and his square dually. Transport. What a great game, huh? Yeah, funny looking drowned pieces. Drowned pieces though. Library card. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. Old library card. 这多东西。Fantastic orbit. Drowned in moonlight. Strangled by her own bra. Dr. Holmes' thrilling adventures through grammar and its structure. Space hike. Boldly going to places safely explored by others. How to woo a Wookiee. Mass defect. They came from space. They were brains. Brains from space. Space brains. Blasters, and other space weapons. Intergalactic ballistics for cats. Astrotrolls. Fantastic orbit drawn in moonlight. 虽然这看过了，这重复了是吧？啊，看来是一样的，连在一起。OK， 这儿呢，我还以为它一层一层分开 ，fantasy books 一起的是吧 ？Glum Tales of the Sad Adventure, The Library of Books, Dragon Ageism, The Witcher, Tales of an Indecisive Adventurer, Fantastic Geese and Where to Find Them, Glum Tales of the Sad Adventure 啊，一样是吧 ？Library of Books, Dragon， 它这真的不分层的吗？啊，看起来真的不分层。继续，这边是 Children section。哦 ，What about this one? The words are short, and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover. Oh, that's suitable, little Devon. 还是 Devon. For my age range, I read a book about books for my age range, and they are all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. There's a cold draft coming from the vent that can't be good for this kid's health. ABC as easy as 4, 5, 6. Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. 怎么突然中间会停顿一句 ？Teddy 啊，那个是 Ghost 是吧？啊，那可能是 Ghost 在说话。Teddy, you look familiar. Have I arrested you before? 你看中间会突然停出来一句，说明其实还有一个角色 Robert. I hope I get to have a pet Robert someday. Too many responsibilities are feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. Train. I've always loved trains and trams, not monorails though, thinking they are better than everyone because they are up in the air. Monorail. Nobody, not one person, needs kids to be talking like there is somebody invincible with them. Invisible 不是 invincible. Who are you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch. Modern media is really making our job hard. 这里肯定还有个人 books. Why your parents don't love you? And Barry face financial ruin. Little and Big Pooh save the day. 什么乱七八糟 Maybe it is your fault. Little Billy and the cursed dreams. Baby's first handover. What? 这出的这么黑暗的吗？可以了。View Master，什么叫 View Master？ A Viewmaster, I loved those as a kid. I will take this and see if I can find a use. It's times like these that I miss working the beat. 想起来 Viewmaster 什么的 An old film viewing An old film viewing try 啊，这样东西 A library card. The library card of one smug-faced Paul Conway. Dinosaur. The dust is wrong under this makes me think it was moved recently. Bad baby insides a riot. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. 怎么这么黑暗的这故事 Grumpy Chris hates to play. Learn to count to 107, the largest number known to science. A guide to baby safe shots. Daddy's little disappointment. Bad baby insides a riot. Shit. 来，下楼 Reading room hobby. Painting. 这来个 painting. Professor Theodore's library, inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that is true. No. Hobby, DIY, 真的 reading room. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Raxa. Oh, hello. My name's Raxa. I'm here to study the strange goings on. I guess that's why you are here too, detective. Oh, sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff on purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. 3rd floor. Chalkboard. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people. A fair point. You look uncomfortable, Dooley. It's this whole reading room thing. I mean, should we be reading right now? Can I not read anywhere else? Does the room itself read? And if so, what does it read? You have a special mind, Dooley. Chief, Scarlett says that's why she assigned me to your department. Chief. Clock. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. 时间走得慢. Microfilm room. Raxa's books. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. Do you know what I mean? 还不能看了。Raxa. So ghost hunting, detective. That's classic. Cause there is a whole bunch of eerie mumbo jumbo going on here. So you notice then. I'm majoring in the occult at TLU. You can do that. I thought all that stuff was banned. Somebody has to catalog and ban it all, detective. Right. It's all fairly hush-hush. So what does one study with occultism? Whatever you want. I went with computer science, so I wouldn't be studying two impractical subjects. Good call, Raxa. From experience, I can tell you that the occult doesn't pay much. 这对话还挺长的。Computer science, occult. 书还不能看。Microfilm room. Box of microfilm. It's radiating energy, like Raxa said. I think that may be a clue, possibly. There is just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. 拿不了什么。Computer. Let's see what we can find online. 差点用了。You didn't say the magic word. Enter password. Looks like I need to figure out the password. I'd rather try something else first 看来不行。Figure out the password. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I need to find another way to do so. Filing cabinet. Why would anyone have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them in? 指向点击要干的就是点。只要你每个角落都点过了，基本就差不多了。OK， 继续。调查，再调查。货币 and DIY。Wow. Mannequin. He looks like he's jumping. You'd jump too if somebody shoved a pole up your behind. Your behind. Paintings. Wait a minute. These are printouts of children's arts. Look at Mr. Moneybags and his deep pockets, rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works. This guy. Jeez. Wait a minute. There are printouts of children's art. 怎样？ Jeez. Pots and brushes. Glue. 还有 glue. Somebody who seems to have left some glue here. It's not duct tape, but it could be useful. Glue. Pots and brushes. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. Why are these fakes? Hobby books. DIY books. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nethers sustainable. Things you can fill jam jars with. Volume 3. Whittling dice out of larger dice. Detective, the investigative role-playing in the world of Darkside. Hardwood and where to find it. 啊，这样。Larger dice. 这边呢 How to do DIY yourself. I'm really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it for me. This one's called Building Mediocre Mysterious by the Spooky Doorway team, whoever they are. Spooky Doorway. Spooky Doorway 好像就是这工作室。DIY because you are too broke to pay someone else to do it. So your government is broken by C. Guevara. The definitive guide to landscaping from outside to downstairs. 这就开始重复了是吧？This should work, but I need to find somebody with the skills to wire it up. Wire it up? Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. Better skill 的话啥，这有点难呢。找他怎么样 ？Let's call that Plan B. Let's call that Plan B. Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. I'd rather try something out else first. Come on, Frankie, do yeah? 那怎么办？不行吗 ？This should work, but I need to find somebody with the skills to wire it up. Somebody with the skills to wire it up. 这他呢？他也不行吗？啊，这倒是有点难了。Skills to wire it up. 把剪刀什么地方能用啊 ？Exception. 这里是 Office Computer. Office suppliers, photocopier， 东西还挺多，但这个还有什么用啊 I won't hand this in just yet. I may need it. Let's call that Plan B. I'd rather try something out first. You can do better than that. Let's call that Plan B. Let's call that Plan B 还是万能啊 It's broken. The button for the fourth floor is missing. Tetraphobia. 找谁来装？但没有人会装啊。这让小孩来装 ？Come on, Frank, you can do better than that. Vent. 这难道这不可能嘛？现在是剪刀啊！剪刀最直接的能干嘛呢？一共就3层楼啊！这有点难、啊，要么就是这个东西能看的嘛 ，View Master。I need to find some film to put in it first. The film is too big. It's a square peg round the whole situation. 然后呢 ？Radiating energy. 那你难道现在不能放的吗？不是很懂啊。Computer glue。glue 也不能用啊。Find another way to do so. Microfilm reader. 妈的，只能看这个了。但问题是 ，just too much. Even my pockets have their limits. 所以呢，对，胶卷是吧？是要剪的。Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. Historical material cut up. Even cut up is too much to carry. Looks like I need to bring something here. Well, it fits. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. 什么东西 ？Spider Moss, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at city library. Major staff 裁员了。Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It seems very few people work here. Oh yep, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right. 上上下下左右左右 BA 感觉是什么 code 啊 Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right, left, right, BA 这难道是 code 吗？这感觉不太像。I shouldn't have read that loud. I think I may just summon something. Summon something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were ritual meant to show the dead that walk among us. I remember this cause what the 我去啊，这样就有幽灵了是吧？这么鬼畜吗？等一下，这有点紧张。Hey, hello. Who are you and how did you get here? Alistair Crowley. I am that which can never be unseen. The ooze from your nightmares. 他是不是看不到？只能他通过这所谓的 View Master 来看的是吧 ？The knower of the unknown. Right. That's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. Okay, then I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I don't rightly know. Right, but I do know that the coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room. Yeats, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within the others. The others. Detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to you know what? I don't even know how to explain this. Crowley. Why are you holding that view, master, and who are you talking to? Actually, we both know it's best if you don't try and explain. As you were, detective, not job. It's still broken, but thankfully I don't need it now. 暂时还不行是吧 Crowley, what was all that again? Yeats, secret room, mad power within. We cool, bro. We are cool. 那把这种给他。Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. 这不是没了吗？这能干嘛？原来如此，这样就能看到了是吧 ？Eats, WB Eats. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. Another one. Another spirit. Yes. Then with your question, you have answered my own. Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel Crowley, forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat. The very same. I knew he lurked here, but somewhere. He mentioned a hidden room. Yes, but on the matter I shall say no more, not until the beast is gone. But I just want... Not a word more, sir. Not a word more. 就没了是吧 Why are you wearing a Viewmaster detective? It's part of the game that I'm playing. The game also involves me pretending to talk to invisible people. No need for further questions. Everything has been answered satisfactorily. Goodbye. Satisfactory. You look uncomfortable, Dooley. I'm still not loving your Viewmaster Google's vibe. 这里没人说 Honestly, detective, you look foolish wearing that thing around. Foolish. 这一样的现在我已经长成这样了怎么变成这样了这里肯定也有了这给我 I don't see why you are sticking around here, detective. You couldn't have said that when I picked up the glue, no. Sometimes I feel like you don't see me as anything more than a ha-ha sidekick. Gale, are you an author too? I don't recognize you. Aye, but not like young toffs with their literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do own plumbing. Think we could fix the elevator. With right gear I could. I did need a new button, mind. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it will do the job. Gives a few minutes to pop it in place.暂时还不行是吧？来了是吧 ？Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. It were fun doing something useful again. 还能这样这样就可以进展了。第一个案件肯定相对比较短的，后面的案件也许会相对长一点的。4楼先别去还是说直接去可能直接去好一点是吧？Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was never mind. Horror. Window. Looks like we can get to the roof through here. Thankfully, it's locked. I'd rather not to go back out in that storm. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur If You Ever Catch One, The Internet and Other Fads, Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Ballum, and MMO Accountancy, Be the Fictional banker you always knew you were. 怎么还有这种书？That's one heck of a view of the city. I can't see anything through this Viewmaster. I won't tell anyone if you wanted to take it off. I will, but not just yet. Edgar Allan Poe. You barely make a teenage girls whimper. Howie. H.P. Lovecraft. Only because they can't fathom the dread I conjure. Eddie, you play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror, at best spooky pop. Your best works aren't even written by now. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. God, you are an infuriating man. Kendall, these are one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard. These are 对 Creepy bookshelf. 这里书这么多了吗？ This is one creepy looking bookshelf. 来 A 到 B 有这么东西。From access to那什么是 A 到 B 嘛 ？From access to zero oxygen, a murderous primer. He's behind you. Animal allotment. Stephen Dukes, the ankle bitters. Bemoaners from beyond the grave. Alibi soup. The butler did it. 一样吗 The dead person murders. Calvin ate a cop. Did you kill them? I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you too. You were out last time. Very Dark Places, an illustrated guide. The Compendium of Inept Death. They are not the scariest sounding of books, are they? I think I might have had an accident. 重复了 Everyone's guilty. The fast car killers. The followers. Erroneous castrations. The diary of Evelyn Snogs, the girl who chokes. Everyone's guilty. Haunted 什么 place? They've gone to buy poison. Gasp. How they all died. Goodness me, he's dead. Henry Hamfist, the punch to death champion of 1934. A biography. It kills. Just quit. Jugular Wounds, an illustrated story. A guide to journaling your own death. I touched its face. Jobs you are not good enough for. It kills. Lemons for every meal. The kickboxing cart. The lackluster murders. Cannibal carnival. C 写成 K 了 Late train made me late. Life robber. Lemons for every meal. Every meal. Murderer. Ninja zombies and other terrible crossovers. Ninja zombies. Morals, no thanks. Never look in the fridge. A madman kills a person. No, don't do it. Nanny nightmare. A map to murder. Murderer. The pain giver. Places to die in. Places to not die in. The origami massacres. Origami 是折纸。The pain giver. Places to die in. To not to die in. The quirky killings. The rash that wouldn't clear. Quickly hide. The revenger. Quay 666. The quirky killings. Steadfast 6th. Everywhere snakes. Tomorrow the world implodes. Scary Book, Volume 4. The Trundling. Steadfast 6. 重了 snakes. The Underwhelmer. Vivian's hatchet. That's revenge. Where's Waldo's body? Vanity kills. The Underwhelmer. They yearn for blood. X marks the victim. Unzip the body bag. The yogurt vat drownings. Zesty recipes for evidence disposal. They yearn for blood. 行，来 Paul. What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish, blatant woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hate it, so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current Zadrist. My works are vastly superior. Lovecraft, Poi. He's been such a child. I'm clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my aesthetic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Right, I will have you made. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two, stop it, or I will put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here, and not a peep. You two had best not be causing any trouble, you hear me? What's going on here? 一样是吧？这书还没看过。Tomorrow the world implodes. The Revenger. 还 quickly hides. Quickly hide. Unzip the body bag. Kickboxing, no thanks. Unzip the body bag. I've never been up here before. Because of the broken elevator, because it's scary up here. Scary. He's behind you! 紧张。没了，走了。3楼再确认一下，这里应该没什么变化了。Larger dice. Again, I say that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks awaiting a slip of my tongue. Crowley. I met a friend, East. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. Alright, maybe I can find some kind of workaround. Please. Just stay here and don't do anything. Safe search. Workaround. Let's call that Plan B. Safe search 有用吗？还是不知道。一旦知道了，应该就会进去了。OK， 继续往下走。2楼，这里应该有新东西。好，东西不懂了吗 ？Adams, I read your detective books. Were wonderfully over the top. Tajir Adams, what a great game, huh? Yeah, funny looking drawn pieces though. 那现在不是 drought 了，怎么念来着 ？Pratchett. Oh hey, big fan of your work. Thanks, not you. Oh, big fan of your work. 这两个不说话的。 这儿呢 I think you should read this one. I read this one and thought it was good. Oh, Enid Blyton. What's it about? It's a story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. 你不就是 ghost? 我记得这里好像有一些对话是那个谁会出来的 Kids health. Baby safe shots. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? 啊，这本。He and that poor fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book, you stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than there's around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Scarier book. Can you see the ghosts too, kiddo? Ghosts? What nonsense are you filling his head with, detective? I see them. They are my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly, but I like them because before they came, the place was empty, just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the mostest, dreadfulest books ever written. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? 你必须要给他那本书，这才能拿过来是吧？有这样的书吗 ？Reception。这里好像没有角色。Computer seems to be broken. It's hollow, so you can store more books in it. 哎 ，Old library card 还有 glue。Oh, you received item photocopy. The picture I photocopied of my face. 这咋用啊 I feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class. Sticky photo 啊，还真有用。不会吧？那这个 sticky 啊，然后再合在一起了。This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. 还真的是要这样？不会吧？ A badly photocopied picture of my face, poorly glued onto a library card that clearly belongs to somebody else. I'd say that this wouldn't work, but I've been around the block enough times to try it out. Fake library card. 这能干嘛呢 ？Fake library card. 啊，这还能选是吧 ？I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. Oh, can I have the internet password, please? And give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. Doris, I need that password for my investigation, and I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized, so no. Why is the window onto the roof is locked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help, Sauce. Dooley, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you wish you'd let me make a deal now, huh? 啊，这样的顺序，所以你要把这卡给他才行。I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books, like this one. Oh, well then, here you go, Paul. Paul, my name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card, Paul. Trashy novel. Milo Stephenson's reverse vampire novel. Guy Light. Even holding it makes me ill. Makes me ill. Goodbye. Trashy. Come on, Frankie. Frankie. But his name is Paul. Are you going to keep wearing that toy as we run around this building talking to walls? Dooley, we discovered a case. The case of the missing marbles, maybe. You want this book? You stop their fight 啊，先要 stop their fight，然后呢，他才会把这本书给你是吧？什么书才有啥用都不知道，但应该差不多了剧情。这上有这么多书，很多其实书名哎。他会有新的对话吗 ？Raxa。哦 ，Raxa, you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? Me, no. But I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well unprotected. Surprisingly, I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fan fiction. But I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Wanted me to give it to you so you can use it too, please. Admin password. 哦，自己有了。Thanks for your help with that, Roxa. No problem. Happy to help a man of law break it. What did you need to look up anyway? Best not to talk about it. I just hope it doesn't show up on the library's usage bill. 啊，你需要给他有趣的东西了。Safe search. Don't do anything. The password for Doris' internet block. Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. 啊，这不是1、2、3、4吗 ？You didn't say the magic word. Looks like I need to figure out. 啊，是这样是吧？啊 now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I will let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. Right, I will leave you to your business, so shut the door on the way out. I think I will leave him with some privacy. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd used. 啊，所以你要把所有的鬼的那个给它解决是吧 ？WBs, come again, sir. Never mind. Just don't go to that room. You can avoid it, as you suggest. Now, what's all this about? A hidden room. I will share what I can. There is a place hidden behind the horror section on the 真的假的 on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get in? One of the books is in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. L section. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh yeah, of course, we need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all this? Intuition? 啊，这样它就消失了是吧？原来如此啊，懂了，是这样玩的是吧？那这两个怎么解决？这两个好像解决不了了。啊，他就在这儿行。那3楼的右边呢？啊，3楼右边这里也解决了，懂了。闹鬼你要把鬼给解决，让鬼们开心的消失就可以了。You two had best not to be causing any trouble. You hear me? OK， 把这本烂书给他，trashy novel. Milo Stephenson's reverse vampire novel. Guy Light. Even holding it makes me feel sick. 这我自己编的。Is this my book? No, it is not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah 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 blah. Reverse vampire, blah blah blah. Love story. It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stalkers must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. 消失了。Well, they are gone now. Back to the finding book that opens this lever, I guess. 是 L 是吧？有区别吗？这个没区别了。The Revenger. Zesty. The yearn for blood. Vanity kills. Zesty 什么东西？同音好像应该是一样的。啊，这好像不一样的。Tomorrow the world implodes. Scarebook Volume 2, The Promptly. Steadfast 6. 啊，一样。是 L 是吧？ The book Yeats mentioned is missing. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. Ah, you are looking at the Lovecraft section. Love, L 是吧？ A bit too godless for my tastes. I wonder if the missing book is the one Blyton book. 啊，懂了，这样是。Stephen Duke's The Ankle Bitters。哎，好像是一样的吗 ？The butler did it. Murmurs primers. He's behind you. Adam 啊，一样。Did you kill them? The followers. 这个是一样。Gasp. A guide to journaling your own health. 啊，对，一样。Never look in the fridge. Places not to die in. 666. Tomorrow the world implodes. Vanity kills. X marks the victim. 嫌疑人 X 的现身。I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here, you received the item, Lovecraft novel. You ruined the kid's illusion, detective. You have your rotten book. Now leave me alone. 他没手。Can you see the ghost dude? Ghost. 所以多了一句话。Lovecraft. The indescribable rending things that rend indescribably sounds about right. L. 这本就是 L 了。靠。这边还没解决啊。这两个不走的话，难道能过吗？感觉过不去。这段还是比前一个案件要长了，长多了。放进去。Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise. 这样就 level 了是吧 ？Right, we pull this and wow. Well, there's the hidden door East and Crowley were talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here and to cover me again. You got it in this one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. Spooky doorway. 我去，这里还有书了。Detective McQueen, what is all this? Magic Aleister Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game. The Gnostic Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts. Rituals for Modern Rituals. These are all contraband, occult books. This is quite a nasty treacherous trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Horror. 这里出去了。Ritual book. Baseball cap. What a strange thing to find here. Baseball cap. Exposed wiring. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. The Necronominom. Cyclopean cookbook. 出来了。101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpets. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. A guide for synthesizing your coven with the moon. 这没完没完了，真的是。Ritual book, Skull books. 这里还有 books. 这里还有 crawl space. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands. Books. The periodic table of secret magic elements. The bumper catalog of magical components. This one is just squiggles. I can't make anything useful out. The definitive guide to demon identification. Loving your coven. Occultism for nuns. The periodic table of skull. Normal library fare. This. Skull. A small and heavy skull with engraving killed in Taiwan. Killed in Taiwan. I hope this works. What? Now to find where that lands, hopefully without having caused any damage. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open on the Summon Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, the whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch! Seems to be charged by this faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. 需要把这电给它断掉是吧？他谁啊？ Shelly. So what are you doing here? Like the moth of to a flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. 行了，那接下来就要把它找到是吧？要把这个头骨在哪里给它找到？那你觉得能在哪儿？要么在这儿楼下，要么在那儿楼下。那不在这儿的话，那应该在那儿。那不是有个通风口吗？啊，果然在这儿是吧？ Librarian Doris, what's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. To what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books. But the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I liked them, cause now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker. Arrest him, breaking and entering into a room of illegal books. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out, only if you get rid of the ghost and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. He can join me in the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dub tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great. But back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You will need to get to the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Ah, duty, we are going to the roof. But it's raining outside. 啊，这样就可以过去了。还有新的书吗 ？Bad baby. Grace. This wasn't here before. Open vent. Now that looks like the kind of place a bored kid would explore. 啊，这样就触发剧情了。Everyone seems to be talking to the air but me. I always knew I was the sane one. Happy enough to become a blood wolf? I'm sure I'm Mister. I can't wait to do all kinds of scout, blood wolf, all kinds of blood wolf things. I've already started reading about them. Skulking in bushes while tapping, reading alien binary. You will fit right in. Doris, get rid of the storm and the ghost, and we can't forget about the kids' escapades. In hindsight, that was dangerous. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. You blighter, that could have killed me, except that you are already dead. Police brutality, that's what this is. You dropped a skull on me. Throw you. You will pay for this. I will send goblins around to poke you in your sleep. I will have a pixie steal your mail. I will get brownies to expletive your on your lawn. Wow, calm down, lady. 他也不愿意走，他们俩在。这样的话还能待，还能去下面吗？啊，这样就可以看了是吧？啊，树丛陈旧解锁啊，操，这里才解锁。这个东西一会儿等打完了再讨论啊，先不急。Silence， 他既然有这么多书，他肯定有一个这个类似的东西，就猜到一张东西。A stack of twin novels, unraveled mummy romance, working girl, office temp by day, flesh eating grave dweller by night. Which witch? A coven to love triangle. I thought you found owning books suspicious. It is. What kind of secret stuff are you reading that you can't get it from your logical library? Maybe people just like having their own books. Maybe it's a germ issue. Germs. 什么叫 twin? TWE 什么意思？这其实还是有点长的。Twin 啊 ，preteen 是吧 ？preteen。Teen 就是青少年嘛 ，Twin 就是在青少年之前的时间，那其实是比这个青少年时期更早，8到12岁是吧？8到12岁 ，Mummy Romance Unraveled， 哦，可以，其实就是告诉你这个 librarian 他的这个 taste 非常 shit， 口味很独特，很独特。这里就没有意思了是吧 ？Thanks for your help, reset. OK， 这个差不多了。书虫要求就是把所有能点的书全部要看一遍，其实就是书名了，无外乎书名跟男主的这个吐槽，别的就没有东西了。 这里也进去过了，现在把电路切断。Shelly 啊 ，Mary Shelley，Mary Shelley。OK， exit. I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. 来吧 ，roof key，the key for the roof access. So here we go. I suppose I've already ducked out of one room this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. 哇，还能在这儿 wiring 哦。Go back inside. 我靠，这两个人还真是。This is why I end up with overdue fees. Every time I bring a book back, I end up on the roof in the rain. Who wouldn't avoid that? What? I get up to adventures where you are not around, you know. I don't just cease to be called Frankie McQueen's having a night in, but Darkside Detective. Food. It should be called the Occult Officer. I'm going to climb the ladder now. Probably for the best. More of that wiring from the secret room, and it leads to the roof. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. Yes. 哇！啊，所以这张开始是这样说 ：Storm, skyline. Sometimes I wonder if the people of Twin Lakes know how often we save their bacon. I've never saved any actual bacon. I got a cat named Bacon out of a tree once. Example to us all, Dooley. Skyline. Bacon. Storm. That storm looks like it's getting nastier. I hope this works. Storm. Antenna. Junction box. 啊，这可能要解谜的是吧 ？Down to balcony. Skyline. How come so much of our work is done at night and in the rain? 对啊，为什么每次都在晚上？ The energy seems to be coming from here, but it is too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a light show. 就只能点这个了。Junction box. So what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible. Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break that circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. 啊，这么玩是吧？这样这里断是让它往这儿走是吧？靠，这不简单。其实还是一个挪格子的东西，怎么把它挪起来？看起来简单，其实不简单。方法应该不唯一，方法不唯一。关键怎么动比较简单的问题。可以了，顺便来吧。Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. What? Moo? What are you at? Lurking up there behind the storm. Trixie room. That seems to have done it. Now go close that book. Now that the sky has cleared up, it's quite a nice night. That seems to have done it. Now go. Okay. 这个结束了。No time to read. I need to close that book. 已经不让你看书了是吧？啊，到这儿已经不能再看了，书虫已经结束了。Close book. No time to chat. I need to close that book. 关上之后，所有的幽灵都消失了是吧？这样这案件应该结束了啊，可以。呀，长度还是有一点啊，还真的他妈讲完整一个小故事。Trunks failed, detective. Though I don't see why we had to take all those books. Dooley, they are contraband, heavy contraband. We have an agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business, sans hunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Ah, fine. Come on, Dooley. Let's get back to the office. See you at the camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devon. Case closed. OK. 好，鬼语者成就理所，这是第二个那个事件啊。 打完了然后再出来看 solved， 这1个小时了，1个小时了。来确认一下啊，这张嘛，重点就是看书了。还有个额外的小的收集的，小的说前6章每一章都有海报，然后每一章都有车子嘛，基本上是在这个章节开始的时候，然后有个别章节会多一辆车，有2章会多一辆车，所以一共是8辆车。海报跟车子没问题，好像有个垃圾桶是吧？调查游戏所有垃圾桶，这垃圾桶我应该调查了吧？在第2章，在那个 bin， 对那个 bin trash bin 的 bin， 这应该调查过了，没啥问题。调查游戏中所有垃圾桶。然后这章其实挺单纯的，一个这个书虫啊 bookworm 对吧 ？bookworm 这完成率好像很低啊，没记错的话，这个完成率应该很低的，因为需要几乎把所有的书都看过一遍。有人统计了一个这个list， 但据别的玩家反映，这个 list 你全部打完好像也不行，读遍图书馆里所有的书虫 bookworm。儿童读物区是要调查多次的，关键在于儿童读物区左边，儿童读物区右边，科幻奇幻小说区左边跟右边。啊，对，科幻奇幻小说区，科幻小说书架，奇幻小说书架，这应该是2楼。然后呢，爱好 DIY 教程区，爱好类书籍 ，DIY 类书籍。鬼魂 Gale 出现的时候还需要再调查一次。我操，那个地方还需要再调查一次吗？我调查过了吗？我不清楚我点了还是没点，还需要再调查一次。第4层走廊左边的推车这还有了。恐怖小说区啊，恐怖小说区嘛 ，A 到 B，C 到 D，A B C D E F G H I J M N O P Q R S T U W X A 所有牌。然后像图书馆里面借来的书是有一个从 Blyton 得到了那个很愚蠢的啊，那不是很愚蠢，那个是 L 是吧 ？L 那个小说，洛老的小说，那2个也是能在道具栏中调查的。然后呢，密室右边的书架，密室中央通电的魔法书，1楼前台上的书。需要把骷髅头丢进通风口后才能去看，这好像据说这样还不够，那还有什么东西不够？已经做得很完整了。4楼恐怖区 KL 区的书籍在剪破或炫耀里，不要和3楼左边右人对话，直接去3楼右边修好。这时候 KL 的书架是有书可以阅读的。如果先和3楼左侧幽灵对话，得知密室的事情，再上去4楼 KL 书会消失啊，这样就不能点了，对吧？这是个剧情锁。密室左侧书架就是幽灵挡住一部分的书架。上面也是有书可以读的，密室中还有中间的魔法书和右侧书架的书，这个作者有写了。此外还有开发团队说的关卡一开始和1楼前台对话可询问，都里还的什么书。最后3楼左侧阅览室 Darkside 旁边有座书，点击的话会得到是一堆禁书啊，但这些应该不要求了，这其实挺麻烦的，但我倒是出来了，基本上能点出来就行了。Bookworm 书虫，然后另外一个就是这个Ghost Whisper 是吧？鬼语者啊，叫鬼语者，解决案件2，图书馆魔咒。OK， 这是第2个案件啊，下一期第3个。